An interconference affair lined up for you today as the Philadelphia 76ers come in for this one. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
I like the quickness with which Barnes rolls after setting the screen. Solid at using the pick and roll to his advantage.
And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Pass to Yabusele. Here's Embiid, defended by Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. He faded back on that one to give himself some room.
Embiid, a versatile shot maker, showing off his mid-range game there.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I did speak with the head coach of the Spurs. The challenge is slowing down Joel Embiid. Asked coach what the game plan was. He said with Embiid, you know he's going to get to the line. You know he's going to get his. Our goal is to keep him away from the basket. If we get him settling for jumpers, that's a win for us. We'll see if they can force him to become a shooter in this one. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And it's Paul missing.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
The 3 from George. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Now, here's Lowry. Pass to Embiid. Here's Yabusele. Back to Embiid. Over Wembanyama. Embiid, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Now, here's George. Embiid. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
Hey, Embiid is used to this. It's second nature to him. That's why he's so good at being able to score through contact.
Back to Paul. Misses the layup. The 76ers lead. George looking around. That one goes. Count it.
One of the things that separates George from other wings is willingness to go inside and do work, to play near the goal.
Barnes can't get it to go.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
Here's Vassell. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
Outside, George. Off target from outside. San Antonio trailing here. Fires the three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
On the wing, George. Oubre, left side. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. The 76ers with another miss. And San Antonio has possession. Johnson, a wide open look. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pass to Embiid. Outside, George. To halt the run. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Spurs lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
The 76ers, 10.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here's Bassett to the right side. Pass to Castle. Back to Collins. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And that one's good, Bassett.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here is George. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. George has got 6.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
Here's Champagnie. Still scoreless. Pass to Branham. There's a screen by Collins. 17-foot shot on the way. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The shot. George, no good. Spurs leading by 6. Collins with it. Defended by Drummond. Shot by Collins, no good. And here are the 76ers now. Here's George. As he pulls it in. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. And Philadelphia making a change here.
Coming on to the floor for the 76ers, Caleb Martin.
The 76ers trail by 6. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. how you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved, and players acknowledge that and respect that.
And so here is Philadelphia, following the bucket by the Spurs. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Jackson misses. Spurs leading by 6. Pass to Champagnie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Here's McCain. And here's Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Launches a 3. Branham, good. Branham's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's McCain. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Them one on Castle. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Here's Champagnie. Embiid with the steal. .104 left in the first half of basketball. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Here's Embiid following the bucket by the Spurs. And the shot is good. 36 seconds left in the first half. A shot by Champagnie, no good. The 76ers trailed by 7. Pass to Embiid. There's Embiid with the dunk.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
Here he goes. Down low. Here's Castle. The 3. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Spurs lead by 8. Here's Martin. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Spurs out in front, up 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Now, here is George. And that'll be... Free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively. which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office. Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Now, Wembanyama. After the missed three from Joel Embiid.
Paul's got such a fluid shooting motion. From the moment he lets it go, everything about it's smooth.
Pass to Embiid. Tries it from the top of the key. That's good on the jump shot. Embiid's got 12 in the game.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Boy, you've got to respect the long-range accuracy of Barnes now. When he gets a little daylight, he's dangerous from the perimeter.
Oh, and there is George making a fantastic play. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Wembanyama. The length, the jam. Oh, Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us. Perfect. Lowry, good.
And those are the shots that get your teammates fired up. Lowry with a huge shot in the arm.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And now Philadelphia on the break. Count it, good.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
San Antonio leading by 7. Barnes outside. Offline with his 3. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Embiid with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. High post, Embiid. He's got 12. And the dunk by Embiid.
Nothing new for Embiid here. Going off for a big scoring performance. Par for the course.
Wembanyama left side. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
76ers substitution.
Here's Lowry. He's got 5. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Spurs leading by 3. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Branham. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Outside for Martin. Outside, George. 4 on the clock. And it's George finishing it off.
George playing strong down low. Love to see him finish with authority.
Castle. Rebound by the 76ers. It's Martin on the wing. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Assist from
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Collins. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
How about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time?
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
He takes it in. Here's Branham. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Champagnie. And it's blocked by Gordon. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot. Instead, a shooting foul. And we'll see free throws coming up right here. San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Spurs lead by 1.
the 76ers. 45.
3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. San Antonio leading. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Pass to Vassell. Back to Wembanyama. Oubre with the steal. Now Jackson. To the middle. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And they're running. Jacks up a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's San Antonio now. They've held a 12-point lead early. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Vassell outside. Launches it. Oh, 3-ball. Wembanyama.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And that one's good, Barnes. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively. No, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
And Embiid throws it down.
Such opportunistic basketball right there, and that's when they desperately needed it.
Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Barnes right side. The second chance effort. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Finished off the break. And now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
When it's an important moment in the game, a big time in the game, he flat out takes over. Lowry is a gamer.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. Shot clock at 5. And another turnover here by San Antonio.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Pass to Embiid. Outside for Lowry. They get the rebound. Outside, George. Tries yet again. And the rejection by Wembanyama. George, no good. Spurs leading by 3. Wembanyama down low. Pass to Johnson. Vassell wide open. Drills it from outside.
That is a big-time shot from Vassell. This guy is a gamer.
And taken away by Paul. It's up a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And so they foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here is Paul. Clock at 6. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had